Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Between Two Chairs. I feel like this season gets all of our clients and people excited about a new start, and fall signifies a start. It gives us a new inspiration for the next few months of our lives. So let's get started and look at the new fall 2022 trend. My name is Sarah Cross and I'll be guiding you through this week's edition. So what I'd like to say about this one is it has some subtle warmth to it. So somebody that's brown or has a darker blonde, you can create what's called a reverse balayage on this and add some darkness into if you had blonde hair before. I really like how subtle the transition between the root color and melting out into the lighter pieces. And as the light hits, there's some different dimension and shine. Oh yes, that's beautiful. So again, we're looking at slightly warmer tones in the browns and blondes in this photo. Now, for many of you out there, summertime has been a great time to be outside, so your hair gets dry, and now we're going into fall and it changes again. So the important part about going for a look like this is you see how smooth and shiny it is. A couple of the things that I would recommend, which is the most important part of getting this look, is using so a leave-in moisture treatment. So I am in love with the new Amika line. It means friend. This is going to give you some of the hydration you need, as well as making sure that you put in body into your hair. Having this as a flat look with no movement in it is going to do your color no good. So plus size perfect body mousse by Amika would be something I would start with when your hair is towel dried, after you do the Hydro Rush leave-in treatment. Oh yes. So this one has a dark root faded into the reds and violets into the end. So although you may think that this is one solid color, it is not. It's still creating the depth and dimension in there. One really important note about this, especially if you're going from light, you do need to use color locked products. Okay, so they're going to save your hair from any heat styling tools, any losing pigment because you're washing your hair, or your hair was blonde before. So a couple of the things that I would use for that is, so one is the Color Lock system from Euphora, which is tried and true. It's the Sculpture gel mixed with the Illuminate. And what you do is you towel dry your hair and then you put this in last. So if you're using any kind of leave-in treatments or styling products, you put those in first and then this. What it does is it creates a squalene around your hair, which is a protective layer, also known to be naturally formed on olives. So that is one recommendation from me. The other option is our new Amika line, and it's called Vault, and it is a color lock product. Any color lock products that you use, you always want to use that as your last wet towel dried product, because you won't get any other interior product into your hair. This is sealing your hair strand. So really important to know that. And generally they also have a sun protectant in them as well. Now this is the segment where we get into your questions. You asked, I'm gonna answer. Let's see what the first question is going to be. I'm currently blonde but want to dye my hair brown this month. If I decide I don't like it, what's the process of bringing it back to blonde? And will it really damage my hair? So I would do a consultation to see why the person wants to make the change. And it would be a case-by-case answer, really, but a generic answer would be talk to your stylist, make sure that they're not using fillers in your hair in order for the pigment to stay. So you can do a trial basis of a color before you go in and you do fillers, because if you don't do fillers in a blonde hair, then it's going to appear to be see-through. So I would start with seeing if you actually like the dark hair on you, because if you want to do the change back to blonde within a month, I would not suggest it, because yeah, you do have to lighten the hair color out again, and it is a process that will dry out your hair if not done correctly. Okay, another one. Cold weather tends to dry out my hair. Any tips to prevent that? Yes. So along with drying out your hair, also seasonal changes will create scalp issues. So moisture stuck at your scalp from not blow drying fully your hair. Wearing hats over still damp hair can create a mold on your scalp. So I would talk to your stylist about doing a reset and a rebalance on your scalp and a secondary mask on the ends, and what to use when you go home. So when we're talking about product, it is a necessary part of your hair. If you go in and you get your hair done, you want to make sure that you're looking after that investment when you get home. So some of the things that I'll recommend to drying out hair is a leave-in conditioner. This is the one I love. It's Hydro Rush by Amika. And then the Dream Routine, which is a overnight hydration treatment. So the nice thing about this one is I could just put it in my hair now, go to sleep, wake up, and restyle my hair. So that's why I love this one. Also, you can do a pink charcoal scalp cleansing oil. You can do that at home, and you can also have these services done in a salon. So ask your stylist about that, and it should be part of your routine, especially during seasonal changes. Now introducing a new segment of Between the Chairs. Welcome to Beyond the Salon. This is where I take the opportunity to share with you some of my knowledge that goes beyond what we are doing here at Salon Bliss. Hair is my passion because of the way that it can make people feel. I look and design everything for the individual that's in my chair, from lifestyle to interests to personality. It all needs to be combined to create that bliss. Sometimes the darker mornings and darker evenings can make us feel just sad. So some of the things that I do is energy healing. So that includes here at the salon, both Catherine and I offer forms of energy healing. So Reiki, types of shamanism, pranic healing, just to readjust some of that old patterns that we hold within our body. So we'll do smudging sometimes, and just show you the breath patterns of releasing that energy, that old behavior and old energy. As some of you may know, I have been working on a book for quite some time now, and it's in the final stages of being published. This is a book where I share some of my traumas and difficulties and how I climbed out of that and how I healed myself to the point where I am now to be able to continually bring joy into the world and also feel at peace with myself. I can't wait to share it with you. Thank you for watching, and this was the fall edition of Between Two Chairs.